Hey guys, I welcome you all on today's video learning session. This is your educator Anup Kumar Singh, and this is a kind of a small information about me. If you want, you can go through it. Right? I have done some biotechnology and cracked some different examination, UPSC and the PCS aspirant, and teaching and learning is my passion. If you have any query, any doubt, or if you want to give me the feedback, you can simply mail me or you can message me on my personal WhatsApp number. I am always available. So, without using a single second, let's start today's topic. Now, today we are going to start with our NCRT class 8, CBSE class 8 SST portion, social studies portion. Within the social studies part, we are going to start the geography, chapter number 1, lesson number 1, that is resource. Now, what we gonna learn on this chapter? Let us have a brief uh, introduction about that. We are going to deal with water resources, right? Types of resources like natural resource, human resource, types of natural resource, classification of natural resource, human resource, and why is the demand of resource is increasing, and how can earth's resource can be conserved. These are the questions, these are the topics which we are going to deal up, and we are trying to learn, and we are trying to understand them. And don't worry, I'll be the bilingual. I will translate myself in the Hindi also. So let us go, and let us start today's topic, right? So let us learn. Now, whenever I say about resource, you can directly say, the things, the materials, we just less our human we just less the human efforts, whether it is in living things or the non-living things. If it just less the human efforts, right? Or by using of that, if the human feels less comfortable, we directly we can term it as a, or we can call it, refer it as a resource. But let us try to understand more about it. Resource. Now, what is resource? Now, just see here, and that is the resource can be defined as all those features of the environment which help us produce things that satisfies our needs and are finally used by us. I am again repeating, resource can be defined as all those features of the environment which help us produce things that satisfy our needs and are finally used by us. It is known as the resources, right? Resources, it means, the things, the materials which are present in the environment, right, which help us to produce and satisfies our needs. By by using of that, it we feel less stress, we feel very comfortable, and it just and it just less our efforts. These kinds of materials, these kinds of sources are known as the resource, and as I said, that which are finally used by us, which are finally used by us, right? So it means anything which is present in the environment, and which satisfy our needs, which fulfill our needs, and ultimately and lastly, which just finally used by us, which less our human efforts, it is known as the resources. Now, whenever I talk about the resource, we can classify the resources into two parts, that is the natural resources and the human resources, right? Over here, just see, that is natural resources and the human resources, right? Now, any matter or energy derived from the environment, that is nature, that is used by living things including humans, is called a natural resource. This definition is very very important. That is any matter or energy derived from the environment, that is nature, that is used by living things including humans, is called natural resource. It means, whatever the energy or anything, any matter, which is coming out from the nature, which is coming out from the this environment. If we are getting the, like, we are getting the fruit, we are getting the woods, right? We are getting the air, we are getting the wind, we are receiving the heat energy. So these things are directly, we are receiving, we are getting it by the नेचर विच आर प्रेजेंट इन दिस एनवायरनमेंट. यानी कुछ भी ऐसी चीज़ें जो हम डायरेक्ट नेचर से ले रहे हैं, इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, और जिसका यूज़ हम अपनी रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी में करते हैं, डेली लाइफ में करते हैं, उसको हम बोलेंगे नेचुरल रिसोर्स. यानी जो सीधे कहाँ से आ रहा है, फ्रॉम द नेचर, फ्रॉम द एनवायरनमेंट, इट इज़ नोन एज द नेचुरल रिसोर्स. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड, आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. अब चलिए आगे बढ़ते, ह्यूमन रिसोर्स के बारे में जानते रहो. लेट अस नो अबाउट द ह्यूमन रिसोर्सेज. The quality of human beings that can make best use of their natural resource through their intelligence, knowledge, skills, and technology is referred as a human resource, right? Now this line is very very important, and this line clarifies the meaning of the whole sentence. The quality of human beings that can make best use, right? It means, we the humans, we all have certain qualities, we all have different characters, right? Now it is depend on the human how they use their characters, how they use their qualities, how they use their physical mental ability, how they use their physical एबिलिटी, राइट? किस तरीके से वो अपने शारीरिक क्षमता को और साथ साथ उनकी जो मानसिक क्षमता है उसका वो किस तरीके से इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उस पे तय करता है, उस पे डिपेंड होता है हमारा ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, राइट? इसलिए इसी वजह से यू कैन सी जस्ट हियर आई एम हाईलाइटिंग, आई यूज द वर्ड लाइक intelligence, knowledge, skills, and technology, right? Now technology is just something which which is gradually increasing day by day, and it is increasing day by day because we humans use our इंटेलिजेंसी, वी आर यूजिंग आवर नॉलेज, वी आर यूजिंग आवर स्किल्स, हम अपने काबिलियत को, स्किल्स को, राइट, नॉलेज को, अपनी बुद्धि को, स्किल्स को, अपने कौशल को इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं। इसी वजह से ह्यूमन रिसोर्स हमें क्या बोला जाता है, वी कॉल्ड आवर सेल्फ एज अ ह्यूमन रिसोर्स, और इसी वजह से टेक्नोलॉजी इज अपग्रेडिंग डे बाई डे। सो वी आर हैविंग द टू काइंड ऑफ रिसोर्सेज। Resources, what is resource? Resource can be defined as all of those features as the environment which help us produce things that satisfies our needs and finally used by us, right? Which are present on the environment, which are makes our less comfortable, which are make our less effortless, right? And which are finally used by us, it is known as the resource. Whenever I talk about the natural resource, it is coming energy or matter, substance which is coming out from the nature and which is used by us is known as the natural resource. Human resource, the human resource, the quality of human beings, it means the character of human beings, the nature of human beings, right? By which he or she can enhance its knowledge, its skills, its intelligence, and technology is referred as the human resource. Now let us move in the next slide. Now, here is the kind of a classification of natural resource. So you just see this chart, right? And I request you to please note it down or take a screenshot or whatever you or just paste it in your notebook or your exercise book wherever, so that, or maybe where you sleep नियर योर बेड, ताकि जब भी आप सोने जाओ तो आपको ये दिख जाए और आपको पता चले कि अच्छा ये सारी चीज़ें थी, सो इट विल जस्ट हेल्प यू टू memorize the things, remember the things for a longer period of time, right? So classification of natural resource, we can broadly classification of natural resource into different parts, into four different parts: one, two, three, four. Number one, level of development and use. Number two, origin. Number three, stock. Number four, distribution, right? Level of development and use, origin, stock, and distribution. Now we will learn all this, we will know, we will explain all this in our further topics, in our detail, in a detailed way, in our next topics. Till then, let us try to understand their first label. That is, whenever I talk about the level of development of use, we can classify it into the actual resource and the potential resource. Again, origin is, again, it can be classified into abiotic and biotic. These are very similar terms. I hope you have read this in your lower classes. Stock, we can classify it in the renewable and the non-renewable. Distribution, ubiquitous, and this is localized, right? So let us see about this. I hope this is clear to you. That is, the classification of natural resources, the level of development use, origin, stock, distribution. Level of development use, we can classify this natural resource in the actual resource, potential resource, in the origin, abiotic and the biotic. Within the stock, we have a renewable and the non-renewable. Within the distribution column, we have a ubiquitous and the localized resource. Now let us deal with the first one, that is the level of development and use, and let us try to understand these two things, right? Now, resources according to the level of development use can be classified into two types, that is number one, actual resources, and number two, potential resources, right? Now, what are actual resource and what are potential resources? Let us deal with this in the next slide. Actual resources, the resources whose quantity is known and which are currently being, right? This is a spelling error is there be should be there, small b should be there, right? Okay, I hope it's audible and this is visible to all of you. Right. The resources whose quantity is known and which are currently being used are known as actual resource. Right. It means, actual resource means whose quantity, whose amount of reserve. Right. We cannot uh, calculate or we cannot measure the amount of resource. For an example, soil. Are we able to or do we able to calculate the amount of soil? No, we can't. Only we can estimate, right? For an example, we have a coal fields. Do we able to maintain or do we able to maintain the accurate data or whole data or whole reserve of that particular coal field, that within the year या फिर इस प्रॉपर कोल फील्ड में तकरीबन 5 टन या 50,000 टन कोल है? Do we able to calculate? It is impossible, but we can estimate. It means, which we can estimate or we can go नियर बाई अप्रॉक्स, उसके लगभग या फिर उसके अनुमान तक हम लोग पता लगा सकते हैं कितनी मात्रा में है। तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? द रिसोर्सेज हुज क्वांटिटी इज नोन एंड विच आर करेंटली बीइंग यूज्ड आर नोन एज द एक्चुअल रिसोर्स। यानी जिसका क्वांटिटी लगभग हमें पता है, हम उसका आकलन कर सकते हैं, एस्टिमेट कर सकते हैं, और साथ ही साथ जो रेगुलर यूज में है और जो ह्यूमन बीइंग यूज करते हैं उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं एक्चुअल रिसोर्स। फॉर एन एग्जांपल, वी हैव अ Ruhr region of Germany, coalfields in the state of Jharkhand and West Bengal, Kirvoy Rog in the Ukraine are few examples. Yani these are the examples of actual resources, because they these are the coal fields, these are the different kind of mineral resource, these are the deposits of different kind of mineral resource where we can have the estimate value, or we can or we can have the approx value of this kind of actual resource. Now let us move forward and let us learn about the potential resource. Now whenever I say about the potential resource are those resource whose quantity is not known and they are not being used presently due to the non availability of advanced technology, right? यानी ऐसे रिसोर्स ऐसे जो रिसोर्स होंगे, ऐसे जो द जो रिसोर्स होंगे विच आर प्रेजेंट इन आवर एनवायरनमेंट और इन आवर डेली लाइफ, बट हुज क्वांटिटी इज स्टिल नॉट नोन. फॉर एन एग्जांपल, डू वी नो अबाउट द अमाउंट ऑफ सॉइल और डू वी नो द अमाउंट ऑफ विंड, वाटर, कितनी मात्रा में वाटर है, पूरे धरती में कितने पानी होंगी, या फिर हवाएं इस एक कितने व्हाट अमाउंट ऑफ विंड इज देयर और इन आवर अर्थ सरफेस, ये कैलकुलेट करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है. इनफैक्ट इट इज नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल. But we are using it, and it can be used. So these kind of things are known as the potential resource. So potential resource are those resources whose quantity is not known and they are not being used presently due to the non availability of advanced technology. It see the word advanced, it doesn't mean that these potential resource are not usable. Of course my dear, this is usable, these are usable if we have the advanced technology. Like in our country and many of the country, we are using the tidal energy, the energy which is comes from the tides, which the tides which gradually happen occurred in the seas and the oceans, and you might have read about this in your class 7th standard. आपने छोटे में पढ़ा होगा. बट बहुत सारी ऐसी कंट्री है जो विच आर नॉट नोइंग द use of tidal energy, how they can generate the electricity, or what are the different aspects of the tidal energy, because those technology is not known to them, but we are knowing this. That's why we are using wind energy. पता है wind मतलब होती है हवा, पवन. अब हवा तो हर जगह बहती है, हर देश में बहती है, but very few countries are there which can use this potential resource in the form of wind energy, and we are knowing it. That's why we are utilizing it, we are using it. हम उसी विंड एनर्जी से बहुत कुछ अलग अलग काम कर रहे हैं, पर बहुत सारी कंट्री है लाइक द अफ्रीकन कंट्रीज, they are not knowing the use of wind energy, they are not knowing about the tidal energy. So for them it is next to impossible, but these are present because it makes our work easier and smoother. That's why it is known as the potential resource, and it is also usable. I hope you understood. Right. So levels of development of use. See the next slide. That is this one. Level of development is use. We have the two resource, actual and potential, and within the actual and actual resource which are present, whose amount is known, and we are able to measure, or we are able to estimate the value, it is known as the actual resource. Potential resource, which are whose quantity is not known and it is not being presently used due to the non availability of advanced technology, it is known as the potential energy. Now let's move to the next slide. Now, last topic for this video learning session, today's video learning session, that the resource based on origin. Now next move about the next the second number of the classification of the resource, that is the resource based on origin. We have again two types, that is the abiotic resources and the biotic resources. Now what is abiotic? Abiotic, it is very very easy. Abiotic and biotic, you have learned this in your lower class, right? Abiotic resources, non-living things or objects, are known as the abiotic resources, like soils, rocks, minerals, mountains. These are the non-living things, right? Stones, these are the non-living things, but these are helpful for us, right? Soil is helpful for us, rocks are helpful for us, stone are helpful for rocks, sand is helpful for us. But these are the abiotic things, because they do not have the character. That's they do not have any character, they do not have a character to move, right? Or they can't reproduce, so that's why they're known as the non-living things, and these are the abiotic resources. Biotic means the living things or objects that fulfill our needs are known as the biotic resource, like plants, animals, etc. Right? Marine एनिमल्स और प्लांट्स, राइट? बायोटिक एलिमेंट्स यानी ऐसे जो होंगे ना, जो लिविंग थिंग्स ऑब्जेक्ट्स होंगे, जो हमारे काम को बड़ी आसानी से कर देते हैं, जैसे कि हम प्लांट्स, जो लिविंग थिंग्स हैं, एनिमल्स हैं, हम उनका इस्तेमाल करते हैं, है ना? इसके अलावा जो मेरीन एनिमल्स है, जैसे मछलियाँ हो गई, इन सब का हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं, राइट? सो दीज ऑल एक्ट एज द रिसोर्स, सो दैट्स वाई इट इज़ नोन एज द बायोटिक रिसोर्स, and it is and it falls under the category or of or the column of based on origin, यानी वो बायोटिक है या फिर बायोटिक है. So I hope up to this you have understood and you have enjoyed today's learning session. In the next class, we will know more about the rest of the topics, and we will try to finish it within the next 2-3 classes, because it is a very very easy chapter. बहुत ही आसान सा चैप्टर है, आपको समझ में ज़रूर आ जाएगा. So I will give you the homework, and I want you, and I request you that please go through it, pause it, memorize it, and if you don't understand, please give your valuable feedbacks, comment, right? And or if you want, you can message me. So this is the end of today's video learning session. I hope you understood and utilize this time. Stay safe, stay happy, and have a wonderful day ahead, my dear. Thank you so much for your this interaction.